Hello and welcome to day number 73. Today's a little bit special because today is the first time that I've ever uploaded 3 vlogs in one. Or at least at the same time. I had the best of intentions last night, I really did. I had the recordings and I went off and I took the laptop and I sat down in my little cubby area and it was too warm and I got distracted and started procrastinating on the animations and trying to make the subscriber overlay thing work. And yeah, like, I'm really sorry. It just got to a point where I was absolutely knackered. I was way too warm. I was so tired, man. Like, I was so tired. I just went to bed. I did finish off the overlay and it looks pretty good. It's not perfect by any stretch, but it does what I want it to do, which is some animation and look okay. I need to probably need to work on it a little bit more later, but I have never messed around with stuff like Adobe After Effects, apart from only slightly, and the slightly that I tried, it went wrong. And I just don't want to go through all that again, not at this exact moment in time anyway. So, we are going to go over the usual sort of stuff. Breakfast. There was no breakfast. No, there was no breakfast. I think I might have had no, tell a lie. I had a single dry slice of white bread this morning. Because I went to bed around about 2 o'clock, 2:30 in the morning. And I woke up this morning at 6:15. So I've had less than 4 hours. And I was in agony. Like, my stomach was just tight and I just couldn't get any relief whatsoever. I think I've narrowed it down to it's a combination of thirst and having oil the day before or sometime prior, because the amount of stuff that I had, yesterday on day 72 that was oily and greasy and stuff like that, oh man, that pretty much directly correlated to how bad that I felt. I think it's just my body has forgotten how to process that amount of crap all at once. Or it might even be that's how I was going to feel all the time, but because I was doing it every single day, I just didn't realize. And then thirst as well, I should have been eating so much more, drinking so much more water, I should say. And I've been trying to, because it's deadly warm outside, but I haven't been managing anywhere near as much as I should be. So, there's that. Oh man. So yeah, I had a single slice of white bread this morning and drank a whole bunch of water just to try and, get rid of that feeling. And it faded after about an hour or so. It was all right again. So we all got ready and we all went out and we went to Tierpark in Berlin, it's a zoo. I'll be straight up with you. It's a zoo, and I know that a lot of people have problems with zoos. I have a problem with inhumane zoos. I mean, there's certain conservationist efforts that we, as a species, sort of should try and help. I don't know. It's a very complex issue, let's put it that way. So overall, zoos are okay with me, but obviously, certain practices at zoos are awful and I wish that they didn't exist. But anyway, Tierpark is actually a pretty pretty decent one as far as things go. Of course, now this is where, you know, someone puts in comments like, no, it's a terrible place and evil things are blah. So, yeah, you know, anyway. So we went there, we went wandering around. We went to the Patagonia restaurant, which is the main eatery inside there. And I had this, which is pretty good. Like, it's actually entirely within the guidelines of what I should be eating. There was no cheat there apart from like the Coke Zero, but let's be honest, it's flavored fizzy water. Like, it's Coke Zero. There's zero in it, pretty much. Like, you know. And that was just an entire range of stuff from all of their vegan and vegetarian options on a little plate, and then a baked potato. And when I tell you that the baked potato was bigger than my clenched fist, so larger than this, believe me, like, that thing was huge. It was ridiculous. To the point where Saguta saw it on my plate and went, "Is that a potato?" Yeah, it was a big boy. Let's put it that way. But it was very filling. It was very, very good. And mixed with all the salad and little bits of pasta and all these other things as well. It was very, very nice. So I had an entirely whole foods plant-based lunch. Great, fantastic, awesome, good. We went out, Rowan fell asleep at that point. With a little bit of encouragement from me, you know, like giving him a hand to lie on and stroking his hair and that sort of thing. And we just wandered around, me, my mum, Saguta, and Rowan asleep in the pushchair. You know, unfortunately, as is the case, he made it there, had a little bit of a look around, ate some food, and then just passed out. So, yeah. Went around, looked at a whole bunch of stuff, saw Herta, the baby polar bear, or the ice bear baby. I don't know. Like, my pronunciation's off again, probably, but you know. Big tourist attraction, actually. Herta, the polar bear, was born very recently, like within the last couple of months, actually. And there was a big, you know, sort of all around Berlin, there was a thing of, oh, well, what should we name the polar bear baby? You know, like, come on, help out. And yeah, and it got a lot of people interested. We went not too long after Herta was born, and the entire zoo was packed with people, which, you know, obviously means lots of money and revenue for feeding animals and taking care of them and stuff. So, you know. Anyway, so we had that, and then away we went. We went to Lidl and we bought a bunch of shopping, which was mainly snacks. I'm not gonna lie, snacks for my mum and Saguta and Rowan. Some random cream cakes and things like that. Came back. I tried putting Rowan down for another little sleep because he'd only had about an hour or so, and that just didn't work out at all. Like, it wasn't great. But, you know, like, we tried it a couple of times. It didn't really work. What are you gonna do? Like, he's a toddler. Like, toddlers do things that make no sense for them whatsoever, constantly, and you're always surprised by them. So, nah. After a little while of mucking around with that, we had dinner, which consisted of this entire table. Oh yeah, look at all of that. You will notice that there is a bunch of cheese there, and meat, and all sorts of things. All of that I did not partake of at all. I was very impressed with myself, even though I was very tempted to have some prosciutto and some cheese. And I don't even like unmelted cheese. Like, cheese, to me, proper cheese, is like melted on a pizza or like on some toast or something. Unmelted squares of cheese are not my bag, usually, but these little squares are very good. I know because I've had them months and months ago. So I had my curry hummus which I found in Lidl. That was actually really nice. It was a little bit spicy, but you know. And had my salad box that I had bought for Sigurta a couple of days ago, but Sigurta just completely forgot about and left in the fridge as opposed to taking to work, because that was like, she asked me to buy it for her and then she forgot about it. Typical. So I had that with some sriracha in it, and that was very, very spicy as well. Ran out of water very soon in, so I stole a little bit of Sigurta's iced tea. Also ate a Laugenstange, which is, it's basically, if you took a pretzel or pretzel dough, instead of knotting it into the classic pretzel shape, you know, like the giant ones, not like the tiny little beer snack ones. Take one of those giant ones, the dough for that, and just make a little baton, sort of mini bread loaf sort of thing. Bake that and then put cheese on the top. That is a Laugenstange, pretty much. And I ate one of those. So I did have a little bit of cheese baked into some bread. Okay? And then after I'd eaten all of that, I sat there and I said, oh, you know, I've just eaten a lot of spicy food. It's very, very warm today. I could go and stand and drink water for ages, or I could have something that's like, you know, desserty and creamy and that sort of thing. And Sigurta and my mom talked me into eating one of the cream buns that you can see here. I will admit they did not have to talk very hard or very long for me to give in and have one of those. What you can't see is that the interior of that, there is a layer of apricot in it, which is just like chopped up apricots in like a syrup sort of stuff. But because we bought them so recently, that was still frozen. So it was like a little mango sorbet, apricot sorbet, sorry, underneath this cream, and the cream had managed to melt to, you know, like normal cream consistency. That was very nice. That was very, very good. But, you know, even though the temptation was there to eat a second one, I only ate one. Which brings us up to, while I'm recording this, where I've got this in front of me, which is, well, it's a tankard, my silver tankard, which I need to get engraved. I've been meaning to get that engraved for a while. I should probably come up with a proper Great Potato Mage logo and emblazon it on it or something. That would be, you know, that would be appropriate self-marketing, right? Maybe? Anyway, that full of a mango iced tea, a mango black tea. I've got some 4 little squares of nut and nougat Milka, which is my mum's and is half melted. And the Snickers, I'm not going to eat all 6. That would be utter madness. No, I'm going to eat 1. I just haven't opened any of them yet because I bought them a while ago and I put them in the fridge. And I've left them in the fridge ever since because I had a cunning theory. Sigurta will not steal one if it's been in the fridge. She likes chocolate that is room temperature or, you know, slightly above, like a little bit melty maybe. I don't. I like my hands and fingers to come out clean at the end of a chocolate experience. So I like, you know, solid chocolate that has the snap, you know, like tempered chocolate. Snickers isn't really the chocolate to give you that experience, but it's really nice if it's cold. So I've just had it in there, knowing that Sigurta's not going to steal any, or if she does, she's going to have to wait a couple of hours for it to thaw. And, you know, Rowan's not going to have it because he doesn't know that it's there. My mum's not going to take it because she doesn't know it's there. So it's all for me. So I'm going to have one of those as well. I'm going to eat those, or, you know, the remainder of the 4 squares while I'm editing the videos. Because I've got 3 to do. Like seriously, I feel so bad about this. But, man. One thing that I am going to do, I'm going to pull the trigger on ordering the battery for the camcorder that my mum brought me. I've got a tripod, I've got my lighting rig, which seems okay. I think what I'll probably do is I'll add one of those ring lights that goes over the top of the camera, and then I'll have like a front fill that should get rid of some of these shadows and whatnot as well. Of course, that's only like €9, and one of these lights extra is like 10. And if I get one of those extra, then you'll be able to see it reflected off my glasses and stuff. I mean, you can already see this one over here. I think, yeah, that's that one. If I look that way, yeah, there we go. There's there's the other one up there. I need to get some sort of proper lighting solution, or like, you know, maybe some bounce pads or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, right. That's us all caught up for day number 73. By all means, leave a comment down below. Let me know how your diet or your whole foods plant-based experimentation is going. You know, share some stories. Let me know. Let people know. Let's be a bit louder and prouder about it. We're doing something that's a little bit difficult, and sometimes it's just nice to hear success stories, you know? Hit me up on social media, which you can see on the bottom of the screen here, and I will see you tomorrow. Absolutely, definitely tomorrow. I'm not doing this again. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a good one. See you later. Bye-bye.